My name is Kanakotoi, and I just graduated from high school. For some reason, I now live with my sister, who's 7 years younger than me. The reason is that I lost both of my parents in an accident recently. And after the funeral, I had no time to rest and think about how I was going to live my life. As a matter of fact, my younger sister Reno, who's in elementary school, has been playing table tennis since she was little and has always been a winner in prefectural tournaments. However, continuing to play table tennis can be expensive in terms of shoes, rackets, and travel expenses. Reno seemed to understand how hard it was to make ends meet. "I'm not playing table tennis anymore," she said. I could feel my elementary school sister's concern, and it was painfully obvious. I remember how heartbreaking it was to see how truly kind she was. But I've seen Reno's hard work up close. But I wanted to continue to support Reno. "Leave it to me!" I was encouraged and reminded that I must do my best too. I was determined to support her emotionally and financially on behalf of my parents. "Thank you. I'll do my best." I was really happy to hear that. Reno was a member of a team that competed for first and second place in the prefecture, and even after our parents died, she attended practice. I had hoped that playing table tennis would alleviate some of her sadness of not having parents anymore, but some people started to say things like, "That poor kid doesn't have any parents. Does she have time to play table tennis?" Gradually, more and more people on the team became sarcastic and mean-spirited, and she began to isolate herself. One of the worst was a mother and daughter named Tsuchikaido, who always won the prefectural championships. Both parents and their children began harassing her viciously and contacting us at every opportunity. For example, like this.
"Miss Kotoi, you've been through a lot, losing your parents so early."
"Yes, Reno and I are still a little restless. I'm sorry for any inconvenience to the team."
"By the way, I heard that Reno is going to continue playing table tennis as before, but can she really do that? It must be a financial burden."
"Yes, it may cost money, but I decided to get a job after high school."
"Wow, you found a place that would hire you at that age?"
"I graduated from high school, so in terms of salary, it may be less than others. I have to do my best for Reno."
Yeah, that's great, sisterhood. But our team is one of the best in the prefecture, and among them, my daughter Ray is always the winner. Do you understand what I'm saying?
"Yes, the team's level is quite high. Ray, of course, and everyone are working very hard. I am encouraged by their appearance and do my best every day."
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to make this very clear. I feel like people like you aren't right for our team.
"What does that mean?"
I hate to put it this way, but Reno's shoes are so tattered. She always wears the same t-shirt and it looks so shabby. On the other hand, my Ray always has new shoes and a new racket. A top-notch team expects top-notch grooming, too.
"I just bought her shoes 2 months ago. Her practice uniform may always be the same, but it's well laundered and shouldn't cause any discomfort to anyone. We purchased the same uniforms as everyone. This is the best I can do with my family's current financial situation. We can't afford to have all new stuff."
I'm saying that's the kind of thing that disrupts this team cycle. Maybe this is a good time for you to consider stepping down from the team, because it's for the team.
Thus, Miss Tsuchikaido contacted us daily, appealing to my sister to leave the team and stating how we sisters are not worthy of being on the team, which honestly caused me headaches.
My own daughter is so wonderful.
She began to up herself, and I wanted to ignore her, but then she would say all kinds of things about us in the team. I felt bad, but I responded properly every time. But the harassment was not only directed at me, but also at my sister. My sister never once expressed any weakness to me, but she must have been going through a very difficult time every day. One day, I received a text from my sister. That was when I was at home and Reno was at table tennis practice. "Do you have a minute?" "Yeah, how's practice?" "I'm on a break right now." "I see. By the way, what's wrong? You've never contacted me during practice before." I've been told by the kids around me that I'm not needed on this team. Ray always makes fun of me. No one can stand up to her, and I'm always alone. Am I not allowed to be on the team like everyone says? I don't know if I can keep playing table tennis like this.
What do you want to do?
I honestly don't know what I want to do. I don't know who I'm doing it for. It's always Ray who wins, and I'm not confident that I can be strong even if I try.
I know exactly how you feel. I know it's hard and frustrating, but I'm on your side. I'll do my best to make sure there are no more kids who say things like that. I'm hoping that you'll keep playing table tennis.
Why would you do that much for me?
Actually, I was sorting through my mom and dad's belongings the other day. I found a journal for you that they kept every day. I was really surprised when I found it. Our parents were kind, but they didn't compliment that much, did they? Even if you get a good grade, they would just say you did a good job. But the diary entries showed that they were really rooting for you. I know I can never replace our parents. I thought maybe I could support you in the same way. It was a diary that spanned several years. Reno was on a roll today. A close third place, but she did her best. She's so close to winning. Such thoughts and feelings of our parents were spelled out. All of their writings were so warm that I naturally pictured my parents' smiling faces. I thought I had to show it to Reno, but I couldn't bring myself to tell her because I thought it might put too much pressure on her who was having a hard time. But I finally got to tell her, after my sister learned of our parents' feelings.
I'm sorry. I decided not to be whiny, but I just couldn't help it. And thanks for letting me know about the diary.
Don't worry, you're doing great. You do your best so I can do mine.
Okay. Oh, I'm almost done with my break, so I better get back.
There was no need for me to think that it might put pressure on her. When Reno learned about the diary, she became lively and started practicing hard as if she had changed. She trained at home after practice and ran in the morning as soon as the sun came up, building up her stamina at a rapid pace. She also read books on the need to strengthen her spirit, and she did household chores on my behalf while I was busy. Then, a few days before the last elementary school tournament, I received another text from Ms. Tsuchikaido. Next week is finally the last tournament. I'm so excited to think my girl will be standing in the middle of the podium again this year. It's their last tournament. I hope everyone does well with no regrets. I bought my daughter new shoes and uniforms again. She's ready to take on her last match. That's impressive. Besides, I heard that coaches from prestigious schools are coming tomorrow for scouting. Well, I don't think it's any of your business. Good luck to you. I was really frustrated that she was so sarcastic and one-up herself until the very end. But I have seen the effort Reno has put in. Whatever the outcome, I was going to support Reno to the best of my ability. On the day of the event, I decided to cheer her on at the end of the hall with a family photo I took with my parents. And finally, the day of the tournament. I left work early and headed to the venue, but I met a troublesome person. Oh, you're here already? Did you come to see your sister lose today? Ms. Tsuchikaido smirked and expressed her sarcasm and then left me. But I honestly don't think anything of it. I was like, go ahead and say whatever you want. On that note, I wonder how Reno's game is going. I hope she's okay. Despite my concerns, Reno seemed to be winning steadily. And to my surprise, she made it to the finals. Of course, the final match was against Ms. Tsuchikaido's daughter, Rei. Since it was a showdown within the same team, there was a lot of excitement all around. The two of them were so intense that anyone watching could see it, and I had never seen Reno with such a fighting spirit before. All I could do was watch, sweating my hands. The final match went all the way to the finals, and Reno was just 1 point away from winning. Reno! Reno! Your mom and dad are rooting for you too! Keep up the good work! And then... Reno! Hooray! Later, Reno was scouted by many prestigious schools because she was the winner of the prefectural tournament. She even got a full scholarship to go to school. I was so happy that I had had enough, but later I saw in an interview with Reno in an article covering the prefectural competition. There,
I was able to win Because of the presence of my rival Ray on the same team. Ray was the reason I was able to fight so strongly. And I recently lost my parents, and now I live with my sister, preparing meals, housekeeping. I'm able to lead an unencumbered life, no different from any other family. Kano, thank you. From now on, I will work even harder to get better. Tears naturally welled up in my eyes. I cried for the first time since my parents' funeral. Ray, the runner-up this time, was also scouted by many prestigious schools due to her excellent performance. But as a result, she chose the same school as Reno. Now they're both practicing table tennis and studying hard while encouraging each other. Oh, the most surprising thing of all.
I'm sorry for everything. I've been a jerk to you. I was scared. Reno seemed to be making more progress than my child, even when she had all kinds of support in place. In fact, my girl lost. Reno was really strong. You were a great support for Reno, and you really made an effort too. I have so much to be sorry for, and so does my daughter. Again, I'm sorry. Ray and Reno will be on the same team again. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. And so she apologized. I think Miss Tsuchikaido was too eager to achieve results. It would be reassuring to have her on our side. I felt that as long as we continue to be on the same team, there's no need to fight. No, I don't mind. Let's try to support each other as supporters of Reno and Ray. I look forward to working together with you. Thank you so much.
Since then, Mr. Chikaido and I became friends and confided in each other about everything. She became a different person, kind and smiling a lot. She honestly helps me a lot with pickup and drop off at games, support, and so on. I will also work hard for my sister, who is aiming to represent Japan.